Hi, it's me, K10, and today I was thinking we could make a craft that you see in Bluey and Bingo's bedroom on the show Bluey. Do you love the show? Me too. It is so much fun to watch, and it's so much fun to craft. So let's get started. Come on. So let's get started. We're gonna make the wall hanging from Bluey and Bingo's bedroom. So first thing you need is a stick. And we're gonna attach all the different hangings to it. In the show, they had kind of this color of yarn holding it up. We want it to go up a little bit, kind of make a triangle, and then we're gonna go down like that. We're going to cut it right here. We're gonna go to one end of this and just wrap it a little bit, and then you're gonna tie it up. And then you're gonna do the same on the other side. Double knot, boom, and look at that. That's how this is gonna hang up. I love that. Now it's time to make a pom-pom for the top of this. To make a pom-pom, you need to cut out some cardboard, kind of like the letter C, just like that. You see this? You're gonna do two. So once you have your two big C's, and they don't have to be perfect, you're gonna put them together. And then we're gonna take purple, because that's the color of the pom-pom. And we're just gonna start wrapping the purple around this C. See what I'm doing? Do you see what I'm doing? Try not to wrap it too tightly, just keep it loose and gentle. The amount of wraps around determines how fluffy your pom-pom will be. And of course you can go buy a pom-pom, but if you can make them, that's really fun and really special. You're going to take a piece of string here. You're just gonna cut it. You put this aside. And what we're gonna do now is we're going to hold the middle really carefully as we cut around, okay? And so it's really important that you don't let go of the middle as we're doing this. Here we go, we're gonna just start cutting. Hold it nice and steady. Okay, so now take a little piece of string that you've already cut, and we're going to put it through the two C's that you've done. Gonna just bring it through. Once you've kind of pulled it through here, you're gonna tie it really tight. So why you made it a C is just so you could do this knot right here. You're gonna pull, 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 pull. We're gonna double knot it, just like what we're doing for everything on this craft. And we're gonna pull, 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 like so. And then we have a pom-pom. And we're going to attach this to the top of our wall hanging. Boom, nice. And then we're gonna put this aside. All right, so the next thing we need to make for our Bluey wall hanging is a tassel. So to make a tassel, what you have to do is take two pieces of cardboard, two rectangles, and however long the rectangle is will determine how long your tassel is. I'm gonna take some of this beautiful pink yarn, so we match Bluey, but also keep in mind, you don't need to match Bluey. You can do your own thing too. So we're just gonna wind this around and around and around, over and over. We're gonna keep going and going and going. Gonna end that there. And I'm just gonna cut right here, being careful of my fingers. This down. I'm gonna cut another little piece that will be our tassel tie. What we're gonna do, we're gonna hold this at the top. Remember on the pom-pom how we had to hold? This is the same thing. I'm not gonna let go. We're just gonna cut through the bottom, just like this. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna very carefully move the cardboard away. And then we're going to take this, we're gonna lie it right down, like so. Gather all of these little things together, just like that. Maybe do Do another little knot right here. There we go. See, that's starting to look more like a tassel. So we're going to cut this, and it's time to hang this up on our wall hanging. On the Bluey wall hanging, it gets hung up with some orange yarn. So I'm going to pull out our orange yarn right here. So what we're going to do, we're going to make a double length, just like this, and we're going to cut it. We want to thread this through here. And what we're going to do on our Bluey wall hanging is we're just going to loop it through. Put this over the stick, and then we're going to bring the tassel under and through. And we're going to pull it right down near each other like this. And look at that. We have our first thing on our wall hanging. Next thing we need to do is make a purple tassel, and we know how to do this now. So fun. Bluey and Bingo must have worked really hard on this because it takes a little bit of time to do. Now we're going to hang it with this beautiful blue color. And we probably want it similar to this height here. And you don't have to thread them through all, but just get them through some. Almost done. Great. Bring it through the last one here. Okay, so now we're just going to do our knot. It's time for the stars. I have this type of cardboard. It's from a snack box. What we're gonna do today, we are going to draw 3 stars. So we're going to take a yellow marker and just draw some stars. Stars are really fun to draw. We go over, down, up, down, and over. There's one. Let's do a big one. And then we're gonna do another star. Now, to make the stars look more like Bluey stars, we're going to make sure that they have rounded edges. So I have pointy edges here. We're going to kind of go over and just round out all these stars' edges. We're gonna cut out our stars. Now that we have these stars, what we're going to do is we're going to tape some yarn to the back of these. I'm going to just get a little length of pink here. That's probably good. I'm just going to cut that here. We're going to tie this, flip it over, and we're just going to tape it down on this side. Tape. Here. All right, so that one's ready. We just need to paint it. And then this one has this blue yarn holding them up, and they are just hanging on their own. So we're going to make these a little longer. Then now it's time to paint them yellow. Looking great. So now that we have our stars, time to add them to the wall hanging. So let's bring this back. Okay. And first thing we're going to want to add is this star here. Well, that looks so pretty. That's like a nice, pretty necklace. So I'm going to carefully, because it's still drying, we're going to take it. And we're going to loop our star right through here. and bring it back down. Just like that. That looks great. And then these go right here. Even though they're not connected, we're going to do the same sort of loop. We're going to go over like that. And then both get looped through. Check it out. It's our Crafternoon creation. We made a wall hanging just like the one that Bluey and Bingo have on the show. Oh, I can't wait to hang it up. Thank you so much for having another Crafternoon with me. K10. Bye.